What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be unboxing, setting up, doing a demo of, and reviewing the 6.5 foot Swamp Fisherman from the Home Depot's 2023 Halloween lineup. So let's go ahead, open this box up. Once we open it, I'm going to show you everything that's inside of it laid out on the floor. Then we're going to build it step by step. Alright, so inside the box contains all of his chair pieces, a bag with all of the stuff to assemble the chair, and his adapter, his creepy looking face with his long straggly hair. We have his lower half with his plastic boots. Over here we have his upper torso with his bait and tackle all in his vest here, which is pretty cool. He's got a nice blow mold body form in there. And then we have his fishing pole with his piranha on there. So let's go ahead, start setting this up. I'll walk you through it step by step. Alright, so our first step here is to take the two side pieces of the rocking chair, which is part C1 and C2. And you're also going to need these two pieces here, which is C and D. They say front and back. And then you're going to need all of these little pieces labeled F, and then your plastic screwdriver, just to go inside of your plastic screws, because these do thread on to these. You're going to take part C, which is the front, slide that down in there, and then you're going to take part D, which is the back, and you're also going to slide that down in. You're going to take part C2 and lay that down over top. Get that in there so everything fits nice in there. So now you're going to want to take your plastic screws and just put those on top, start threading those, get them to thread on there. Then you're going to want to take your plastic screwdriver and just screw them into place. Then you're going to want to repeat the same step on the other side. So flip it over, thread these on. Take your screwdriver, just screw them on until they're nice and snug. Alright, there we go. We have his chair done for the most part. Let's move on to the next step. So our next piece is part E, which is the seat of the chair. Just going to want to move in between the legs of the chair here. Slide it apart a little bit. And then match it up with the holes inside and just smack it down in place, just like that. Next we have his lower half, his pants and boots and stuff. You're going to want to set these down on the ground, and then on the back there's a Velcro strip. Then there's also a Velcro strip on the back of the chair. You're going to want to go ahead and attach the Velcro to the other Velcro. That way he doesn't go anywhere. There we go. Want to make sure there's a hole in his pants and the hole in the back of the chair. Want to make sure those line up because that's where his upper half attaches. So now we have part I, which is the back of the chair, which slides in through the back of the arms and the base of the chair. So we're just going to go ahead and get that in place, snap it down in place. Next we have part J, which is his upper torso. Again, inside of his pants. Remember, there's that hole. We're going to go ahead and stick that piece down through the base of the chair. Our next step is to connect his hands to the chair. There's little pegs sticking up here on the chair, on the arm of the chair, and also on the bottom of his hands. So we'll just go ahead, snap those into place. Same thing on the other side. This one's on the palm. Then our next step is going to be the buttons on his pants. There are strings. You really got to look for them inside his shirt. It's attached to the green, and they're just black little strings. But on his pants, there are buttons. So you want to go ahead and just fasten those on there. There's one on the side, one right in front in the middle, and then there's one more on the other side. Our next step is his head, which attaches up here on the top. Get the hair and stuff out of your way. Go ahead and slide that down into place. And then there are wires on the back, which is blue, green, black, and red. Attach those. And go ahead and stick those back down inside of his shirt. Hide everything. You can flip his collar up and Velcro that to the back of his neck. And mess with his hat. Fix that from being packaged. Get a straggly hair undone here. Next we have his fishing pole with his piranha. You want to slide that into the chair here. It is directional, so just pay attention to that. It's going to fit in his hand as well. Snaps into the base of the chair. There we go. And then hook up the adapter cord in his waist to the fishing rod. You're going to want to undo the twisty tie. And then extend the fishing rod as far as it goes, and that's where you get your 6.5 feet. So the fishing rod attaches down here in the base of the seat, kind of goes through his hand like that. And the very bottom of the fish, there's a little clip that attaches down here on the bottom of the leg of the chair, just like that. Pulls his fishing rod nice and tight. Piranha stays in place. Then our final step is going to be his adapter. I normally like to do this before I put them together. But you're going to want to go through the back of his shirt, plug this thing in. And the adapter is going to be on his left-hand side. You have your volume control. There we go. The setup is officially complete for the 6.5 foot Swamp Fisherman from Home Depot. So let's go ahead, plug him in, and give him a demo.
Well, it sure is fine to be back on my favorite spot on the river. It's a perfect night for fishing. My favorite catch are these big piranhas. They are so delicious to eat. If they don't eat you first. Hey, get away from my catch. This is mine, you varmint. Now, as I was saying, this here is a mighty fine fish and worth the fight. Come take a closer look. But watch out, it'll chew your finger off. Well, looks like it's about to storm. You best be careful and take your leave now. That crocodile is still hungry.
So there we have it, the 6.5 foot Swamp Fisherman. This guy, he's pretty cool, I won't lie. If you have a specific theme, he will fit in really good. Now this guy really isn't up my alley normally, but this year in my haunt, we have a something we're going to be doing a little different this year. So this is gonna fit in. Maybe you'll catch the hint. But I like his straggly hair, his eyes light up red, mouth movement. We got the cool little fishing tackle here, all your lures on his vest, which fits the whole fisherman thing. The body could be filled out. I do like that they gave you a plastic shoulder form. What I don't like is this weird gap here between his neck, or his chest and his head. He's got like a really elongated neck. It looks pretty weird. The rocking motion of the chair is actually really cool. It does look like he's really rocking. His feet bend just right. So it actually does look like he is rocking when he leans forward. That is a pretty lifelike rocking chair motion. The piranha is pretty cool on the end there. The eyes light up green. Makes a little bit of noise there too. And the fishing rod's pretty neat. I like how that extends for easy storage. But that is unfortunately how you get the 6.5 feet, because it's like 2.5 feet taller than he actually is. I do like that it comes with the chair. Most props that require a chair do not ever come with a chair, and I think that is the absolute dumbest thing ever. But this is, a cheap plastic chair, so obviously don't let your kids sit in it and jump around, play on it. It's gonna break. Just be gentle with it. It's not built for longevity. None of this stuff really is. But overall, I mean, I do like that he has a really, really long phrase, but unfortunately he only has one phrase. But that is cool. I like the sound effects. The audio is kind of muffled though. That I don't like. I think with today's technology, we could have something really nice and clear, have a little bit more bass to it. A lot of these animatronics have a lot of really good audio, and this one is just kind of a bottom of the barrel kind of thing. So the body itself, obviously this is just stuffed with like pillow cotton, nothing much going on in here. So the thighs, obviously look pretty thin. You could take some of this and kind of fluff it around, give it some more thigh action here, or you could stuff it with newspaper. That's an option too. This really, honestly, is probably only going to be out 1 or 2 nights. Nothing too crazy. I might even leave him out longer. I don't know. He's $150 at Home Depot this year, so his price point's pretty good for what he does. But again, he is on the lower end of things. But if you have a swamp theme, or you're doing something with crocodiles, because he talks about crocodiles, so if you have any kind of reptile theme, I think he would fit, especially if you have the swamp, or you're doing a laser swamp or anything like that. I don't think he'd really fit like a cemetery or graveyard or anything that I typically do. So I don't think he's not going to fit too many themes. But this year for me, he's going to fit one. So all in all, I think he's a decent buy for $150 if you have the absolute best scenario for him, or if you just think he's cute, or if you think he's a funny animatronic, or just like what he says, or like his movement. I like him over the witch. I have a lot of witches, and I just didn't really care for the rocking witch. This guy came out. I thought he was pretty neat, and we do have a good idea for him. Unfortunately, like, he has a really low end sensor, kind of like the Lowe's props do. But it does pick me up pretty good, so his sensor does work better than most of them. But again, it's not your high quality prop like Lethal Lily or any of the Boogeyman or any of the new ones out this year. This is the lower tier of their animatronics, so just keep that in mind. So if you liked this unboxing, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because there is a ton of animatronic unboxings with everything I own and continue to buy year after year, and my collection just gets bigger and bigger. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, check out all the other animatronic unboxing videos, and if you also like yard haunt setups and Halloween in general, make sure to hit that bell for notifications, let you know every time I upload a brand new video. And there is a ton more Halloween videos coming at you real soon. Till the next video, I appreciate you and thank you for watching.